Great Britain. Our goal is to accompany you to a journey that's full of knowledge, information, and excitement.
We will be really glad if we manage to share with you all our experiences and memories that we get throughout our own journey.
After all, many writers have argued that the journey is even more important than the final result itself.
Trying to focus somewhere when talking about Great Britain is a tough job. Where to start from? Language, music, creativity, heritage, shopping.
You're right, it is so difficult.
We try to do our best, however. We chose 9 basic topics. Let's consider them as stops to our journey. We feel that all these stops are great.
What a nice comparison, my dear friend.
Don't forget, all stops are important. Let's try to pay attention to all of them. Also, during our journey, we will meet important people who will be our guides.
Let's start then.
Britain is great!
Britain is great! Britain is a creative nation. Art, music, gaming, filmmaking, you can find it here. Creativity is our next stop. But tell me, why do you think that Great Britain has the most creative people per head of population than everywhere else in the world? Let's find out.
The London Film Museum is the ideal place to understand why bridges are created. Costumes and props from some of the world's greatest films can be found here. Also, ironic monsters, robots, fantasy, and so much more can be found here. Jonathan Sands founded and created the museum, and over half of the collection is from his own private archive. Let's meet him and ask him some questions.
Jonathan, I'm a huge fan of movies, so I'm very excited to be here with you. What's the idea behind the London Film Museum?
The Film Museum primarily promotes the British film industry through a number of mediums, including original artifacts and costumes and sets. A lot of our friends, who we have accumulated over the years, have donated material to the museum, and it is the only film museum like it in the UK. Originally, we owned a prop company, a prop being an artifact or an item that is used on the film, many of which you will see here.
Why do you think that Great Britain leads the world when it comes to filmmaking?
I think primarily for 2 reasons. One, we have fantastic facilities. We also have the best and the most creative talent, whether it's front of the camera or behind it. We also have a thrilling theatrical tradition. Imagine that London's West End is the largest district in the world.
Jonathan, I wish you all the best. What's next?
The Edinburgh Festival, of course. Great Britain hosts one of the world's largest cultural events. This is the Edinburgh Festival. It takes place each year in August and attracts acts and visitors from around the world.
I really wish I could be there. I would definitely attend it at some point in my life. However, I have visited Tate Britain. Does anybody know what Tate Britain is?
I do. It is a place that's located at Millbank and has 1,300 world-class museums and art galleries. It's one of the 4 Tate galleries across the country, while also the oldest one. It's home of British art from 1500 to the present day. Let's have a look. There are hundreds of works of art here, such as the portrait of Queen Elizabeth I. Some of the best artists of all time have come from here, but unfortunately, it has been treated by war and flooded for even days.
Let's talk now about another form of art that is booming in Britain, computer games. After all, we are more students and children here tonight.
Great Britain produces more than a quarter of the world's computer games. The independent developer Bleed Game Studios at Leamington Spa has created some top sellers, such as Puss in Boots, Karaoke Revolution, and The Biggest Loser. These studios have a passion for games, technology, and creativity. More than 200 people work there and try to display computer games around the world.
And how did it all start?
2 twin brothers started during the 80s. They started playing video games and then they were writing video games for a hobby and they finally started selling them. They formed a studio with the idea that they could make games from the global audience. After all, games are just a fantastic medium. It is the entertainment of the 21st century. There are no limits.
Creativity keeps growing. New forms of art appear, making the future of British art bold and exciting.